We live in a world, because I absolutely refuse to just say America, when the Epstein files have already proven to the entire globe that there is a massive, horrific human market stretching worldwide right under our noses while the people in power look the other way. They will happily starve us, intentionally make us broke, systematically steal from us, leave us completely homeless, and then turn around and arrest us for the absolute crime of being homeless, because they have now decided it is illegal to simply sleep in your car. Which makes perfect sense when you realize it is just a sick tactic to make it much easier to kidnap displaced, vulnerable humans for a bigger, deeply corrupted plan executed entirely in the dark.
Wake up to the shadows where the real monsters hide,
Because they trade our lives while feeding us a lie.
they lock the wheels and close the doors to trap us inside.
But we see the dark where the corrupted reside. It is hilarious how the system criminalizes survival while ignoring actual nightmares. Especially when you look at what ICE has done across borders and inside detention facilities where they have openly abused innocent children, women, and men without facing an ounce of real accountability from the mainstream authorities. Oh, but the Trump administration and its loud supporters love to claim with straight faces that transsexuals and drag queens are the ultimate threat to our kids, which is a beautifully orchestrated distraction. When you remember that Donald Trump himself was found liable and guilty over the abuse of a minor, and his name appears literally thousands of times across the very logs protecting a massive global sex trafficking business. They want you looking left so you do not see what is happening on the right, keeping communities divided over manufactured cultural wars, while the elite class continues to exploit human beings like currency in an unregulated underground market. The sheer hypocrisy of criminalizing a citizen who has lost everything and is forced to live out of a vehicle, treating poverty as a felony while multi-millionaire predators walk free with fully protected identities, shows exactly who this legal system was actually built to protect.
Wake up to the shadows where the real monsters hide,
Because they trade our lives while feeding us a lie.
they lock the wheels and close the doors to trap us inside.
But we see the dark where the corrupted reside. We are watching a global network of exploitation operate in broad daylight, while the media trains everyone to hyper-focus on who is wearing a dress or how someone chooses to identify, ensuring that the public stays angry, distracted, and completely blind to the actual systemic violence being inflicted on families every single day. If you can weaponize the law to arrest a displaced mother sleeping in her sedan, but you cannot seem to find the political will to unseal every single page of the Epstein files and prosecute every billionaire client listed, then your entire justice system is nothing more than a polished, multi-billion-dollar cover-up. They are manufacturing poverty by inflating the cost of living until people are forced onto the streets. And the moment those people become visible, they pass local ordinances to sweep them away into institutional cages where they conveniently disappear from the public record entirely.
Wake up to the shadows where the real monsters hide,
Because they trade our lives while feeding us a lie.
they lock the wheels and close the doors to trap us inside.
But we see the dark where the corrupted reside. It takes a special kind of calculated evil to look at a society struggling with unprecedented homelessness and decide that the best legislative solution is to take away the very last metal shield a person has, their automobile, thereby exposing them completely to the elements and making them prime targets for trafficking networks that feed the global elite. Meanwhile, the political circus continues to perform its nightly routines, pointing fingers at minority groups and staging debates about morality, completely ignoring the documented systemic abuses occurring within federal agencies like ICE, where human rights are treated as optional suggestions. The reality is raw, uncomfortable, and incredibly dangerous to speak out loud. But pretending that the threat to our youth comes from a performance stage, rather than from the air-conditioned boardrooms and private islands of verified predators, is the ultimate delusion that keeps this wheel spinning. We have to stop buying into the sanitized, heavily edited version of reality, handed down by talking heads who are paid to keep the truth buried under an avalanche of synthetic panic and partisan loyalty.
Wake up to the shadows where the real monsters hide, because they trade our lives while feeding us a lie. They lock the wheels and close the doors to trap us inside, but we see the dark where the corrupted reside.